Warning, do you frequently forget where you put your keys or struggle to find a familiar word that's right on the tip of your tongue? Most of us wave it off, thinking, oh, I'm just getting older. But what if I told you that hidden among those senior moments could be critical early warning signs of dementia or Alzheimer's? The harsh truth is, many seniors are missing the first distress signals from their brains, mistaking them for normal aging. Ignoring these signs could cost you precious time for intervention. Today, we are exposing 10 subtle early signs of dementia that you must not ignore. Watching this video to the end could save the cognitive future of you or a loved one. The greatest fear for many people as they age isn't death, but oblivion, the fear of losing themselves, their memories, and becoming a burden on their family. Precisely because that fear is so profound, we sometimes choose denial. We rationalize away worrying changes. I'm just tired. I've been under a lot of stress. Everyone gets forgetful when they're old. This denial is a psychological defense mechanism, but it's also a dangerous trap. It is vitally important to distinguish what is normal age-related forgetfulness and what are the signs of pathological cognitive decline, MCI, or dementia. Normal aging might include sometimes forgetting names or appointments but remembering them later, occasionally misplacing things but being able to retrace steps to find them, taking a bit longer to learn new things. But dementia is different. It's not just forgetfulness. It is a persistent, progressive decline in cognitive function, thinking, remembering, reasoning, severe enough to interfere with daily life and independence. Early detection is incredibly important, not to cause panic, but to enable action. Early detection allows doctors to rule out treatable conditions like vitamin B12 deficiency, thyroid issues, or medication side effects. And if it truly is dementia, early intervention can help slow progression, manage symptoms better, and give you time to plan for the future. So, what are the 10 key warning signs emphasized by doctors and the Alzheimer's Association? See if you or a loved one are experiencing these. Warning sign number 1, memory loss that disrupts daily life. This is the most common sign, but it goes far beyond occasionally forgetting an appointment. This is about forgetting recently learned information. For example, being told a name and 5 minutes later it's completely gone, not even recalled with prompting. It's asking the same questions over and over. What day is it? Where are we going later? Despite being answered repeatedly. It's an increasing reliance on memory aids, sticky notes everywhere, constant phone reminders for things you used to handle easily. It's consistently forgetting important dates, events, or appointments. Why it's a concern? It indicates the brain, particularly the hippocampus, is having serious trouble encoding and storing new memories. Normal aging might make you forget an actor's name, but it usually comes back to you later. Warning sign number 2, challenges in planning or solving problems. Do you find yourself suddenly freezing up when needing to follow a familiar plan? Details. This isn't just making a single math error in your checkbook. This is a new, noticeable trouble with following a familiar recipe you've made hundreds of times. Or suddenly feeling overwhelmed when trying to manage monthly bills, unable to track expenses, or not knowing where to start planning a simple trip. Abstract thinking, working with numbers, or following a logical sequence of steps becomes demonstrably harder. Why it's a concern? It shows a decline in executive functions primarily housed in the prefrontal cortex. This is your brain's CEO, responsible for planning, organizing, and executing. Normal aging might mean you need more time, but dementia impairs the ability to do the task. Warning sign number 3, difficulty completing familiar tasks. Jobs you've done all your life suddenly feel foreign. Details. You might be driving to a familiar location, like the grocery store or a friend's house, and suddenly forget the way. Or you might struggle to operate familiar appliances like the microwave, the remote control, or the washing machine. Even remembering the rules of a favorite card game becomes impossible. Why it's a concern? This signals a breakdown in procedural memory and spatial navigation. The brain is losing access to the automated programs it has built over decades. Warning sign number 4, confusion with time or place. Do you ever feel adrift in your own timeline or location? Details. A person may lose track of dates, seasons, or even the year. They might believe they are in a different time period from their past. They might forget where they are or how they got there. For example, walking out of their house and suddenly not recognizing their own familiar neighborhood. Why it's a concern? This is a serious sign of disorientation and semantic memory failure. Normal aging might make you forget what day it is for a moment, but you'll quickly figure it out. Dementia causes a much deeper, more profound disorientation. We've only covered the first 4 signs. Do any of these resonate with you or with someone you care about? Be honest and share your concerns in the comments below. Warning sign number 5. Trouble understanding visual images and spatial relationships. Sometimes, the problem isn't with the eyes, but with how the brain interprets what is seen. Details. A person may have difficulty reading, even with good glasses, trouble judging distance, or difficulty distinguishing color or contrast. This can be dangerous for driving. They might look in a mirror and not recognize their own reflection, or walk past a familiar object without identifying it. Pouring water into a glass or placing objects on a table can become clumsy. Why it's a concern? It suggests damage to the parts of the brain that process visual and spatial information, like the parietal and occipital lobes, not just an issue with eyesight. Warning sign number 6. New problems with words in speaking or writing. Conversations become halting and difficult. Details. The person may stop in the middle of a conversation with no idea how to continue, or they may repeat themselves. They struggle to find the right word, calling familiar objects by the wrong name, for example, calling a watch a hand clock. Their vocabulary seems to shrink. Their writing ability and ability to follow a complex story may also decline. Why it's a concern? It indicates an impact on the brain's language centers. Normal aging might make you occasionally search for a word, but dementia causes a more noticeable and persistent decline in communication ability. Warning sign number 7. Misplacing things and losing the ability to retrace steps. This is a key difference from normal absent-mindedness. Details. We all misplace our keys, but a healthy person can usually retrace their steps. I came in, I put the mail on the table. Ah, the keys must be in my bag. A person with dementia might put things in highly unusual places. For example, keys in the refrigerator, a wallet in the sugar bowl, and have absolutely no ability to mentally backtrack to find them. They may even become suspicious and accuse others of stealing the item because they genuinely cannot recall misplacing it. Why it's a concern? This shows a combination of severe short-term memory loss and a decline in logical reasoning and problem solving. Warning sign number 8, decreased or poor judgment. Odd or risky choices start to appear. Details. This can manifest as poor financial judgment. For example, giving away large sums of money to telemarketers, making impulsive, uncharacteristic purchases. They might pay less attention to personal grooming and hygiene, not bathing regularly, or wearing clothes inappropriate for the weather. Their assessment of safety risks may also diminish. Why it's a concern? This signals damage to the prefrontal cortex, our command center. Normal aging might mean making one bad decision occasionally, but dementia causes a persistent decline in everyday judgment. If you find this information valuable and think it could help someone you know who might be worried about these signs, please hit that share button right now. Spreading awareness is spreading help. Warning sign number 9, withdrawal from work or social activities. The life of the party suddenly becomes a wallflower. Details. The person may start to pull away from hobbies they once loved, like playing cards, gardening, or crafting. They might avoid social gatherings or family get-togethers. They may struggle to keep up with a favorite sports team or a work project. Why it's a concern? This withdrawal often isn't from a loss of interest, but because they are feeling embarrassed or overwhelmed by their cognitive difficulties. They can't follow the conversation, can't remember the rules of the game, or feel exhausted from the effort of trying to keep up. This isolation, unfortunately, can create a vicious cycle that worsens cognitive decline. Warning sign number 10, changes in mood and personality. This is one of the most heartbreaking signs for families. Details. Your loved one may become uncharacteristically confused, suspicious, depressed, fearful, or anxious. They might get upset easily, either at home or when out of their comfort zone. They may become very clingy or conversely apathetic. Their core personality seems to change. Why it's a concern? It shows the disease is affecting the parts of the brain that regulate emotion and behavior, like the amygdala and frontal lobes. While moods can change with age, a dramatic and persistent shift in someone's fundamental personality is a major red flag. When should you see a doctor? Let's quickly summarize the 10 signs. Number 1, memory loss disrupting daily life. Number 2, challenges in planning or problem solving. Number 3, difficulty completing familiar tasks. Number 4, confusion with time or place. Number 5, trouble with visual, spatial understanding. Number 6, new problems with words. Number 7, misplacing things and unable to retrace steps. Number 8, decreased or poor judgment. Number 9, withdrawal from social activities. Number 10, changes in mood and personality. The answer is now. If you or a loved one are experiencing one or more of these signs and they are persistent or getting worse, do not wait. Do not rationalize it as just old age. Make an appointment with your doctor. Remember, seeing a doctor is not about getting a death sentence. It's about getting clarity. Many treatable conditions can also cause dementia-like symptoms, such as vitamin B12 deficiency, thyroid problems, depression or severe stress. Medication side effects, especially polypharmacy, dehydration or urinary tract infections, which can cause acute confusion in seniors. A doctor can run blood tests, a physical exam, and simple cognitive screening tests to find the cause. If these are ruled out, they may refer you to a neurologist. Early detection of true dementia allows you and your family to have more options, access supportive treatments, participate in clinical trials, and, most importantly, plan for the future while you are still able to make your own decisions. Do not let fear stop you from seeking the truth. Knowledge is power. And as always, the information in this video is for educational purposes. It does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult your physician for any concerns about your health. If you found this video helpful and want to continue receiving clear, science-backed information to protect your brain health, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We are here to accompany you on your journey to healthy, vital aging. What topic would you like us to clarify next? Perhaps simple at-home tests, or a deeper dive into the difference between depression and dementia? Let us know what you're most interested in by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching. Take care of your brain and don't hesitate to seek help when you need it. See you soon.